Creative leaders see opportunity to solve problems and imagine a world that others don't. The top 52 creative leaders. Innovation, vision, progressiveness, originality, and resourcefulness are all characteristics of successful creative leaders. Creativity was ranked the most important leadership quality for success in business. This is why here at Skilltivity, we have compiled and curated the top 52 creative leaders today.
At number 4, we have Oprah Winfrey, media mogul and really a pioneer in using electronic media to really communicate to the masses and to the globe.
What I do think I have that is really uniquely my own is my ability to connect to the audience, because my skill comes not from my interviewing ability, my skill comes from my listening ability, and my skill comes from me knowing fundamentally inside myself that I am no different than the audience. So what gave me the power in the seat and the power with the microphone was I always saw myself as the surrogate for the audience. Knowing what you don't want to do is the best possible place to be if you don't know what to do. Because knowing what you don't want to do leads you to figure out what is it you really do want to do. There comes a point, and I'm really good at this, is at not holding on to what was and being able to live in this present moment. You know, I never was one of those women who's afraid to tell your age or you're trying to be something you're not. I mean, I think for everything there's a time and a season. The Bible completely right about that. I think, and you know in your own self when it's time to move from that. I keep some form of spiritual practice where I remind myself daily of where I've come from. When I look at this film and I think about Jesus, I lived that. I lived that. And only through the grace of God, me being born at the right time in 1954, you and I have talked about this before. If I was born just 2 years earlier, my entire life would have been different. I was born during the year Brown versus Board of Education. So because of that, I never, ever sat a day in a segregated school. Do you know the difference that made in the way I thought and felt about myself? I never had to listen to or be in an environment where a school teacher told me or made me feel in any way inferior. Just the opposite. By the time I went to school, my grandmother had taught me how to read. I learned reading the Bible. So by the time I entered school, I was always the first kid raising my hand. We live on a planet where there is darkness and light. You know, one of the things, I am not running for office. So I'm not letting you go there. But if I were running for office, and I will say to whoever is going to run for office, do not give your energy to the other side. Do not spend all your time talking about your opponents. Do not give your energy to that which you really don't believe in. Do not spend an ounce of your time on that.
Well, help us though. Listen,
so don't spend your time on that.
Preach. You said I was preaching. You preaching. I love it. And that's what we need.
Oprah's one that's motivated millions. I mean, she's giving out cars. We know that one. She's changed lives. She's one that's a expert question asker. She really has empathy, really human in how she communicates with people. That's an asset of a creative leader, is to be human and to communicate and to really touch someone on an emotional level. And that's what Oprah does better than anyone, and she's been paid handsomely for it. Thank you for watching Skilltivity's Top 52 Creative Leaders. And as you follow our curated list, I provided a resource for you, and it's to help you develop your own creative leadership skills. It's called The Ultimate Guide to Creative Leadership Success, and you can get it for free by clicking on the link below in the description of this video. Also, please subscribe to Skilltivity. We got videos coming, and you want to make sure to follow us as we keep going on this journey. Hit the bell to get notifications of new videos that come. Just know that Skilltivity, we're here to help you move forward in advancing your creative skills. We're always aiming for that. So from me to you, from Carrington to you, see you soon.